This is Optiven Foundation. My name is Danson, and we are here in 𝐀𝐜𝐜𝐜 County. And this is a place called 𝐂𝐜𝐜𝐜. We have just done a stopover to do some shopping because we are headed to 𝐂𝐜𝐜𝐜 interiors for the mobility that brings smile. What do I mean? We are going to see these families and deliver to them wheelchairs, because the families that we are going to see, they have been touched by you, by being part of Optiven family. Much of the stories this family will give us and will tell us as we get to their residence. But for now, it's just shopping, 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 shopping. So, asante sana kwa kutukaribisha. Unaweza jitambulisha tu Tobia, wewe ni nani na hapa ni wapi, na pia huyu mwenye tuko na yeye ni nani?
Jina langu ni Reverend 𝐬𝐻𝐿, bibi ya Edward 𝐬𝐻𝐿. Huyu ameketi hapa. Area hii inaitwa 𝐂𝐜𝐜𝐜 and it is in Kabare location and in 𝐂𝐜𝐜𝐜 sub-location.
Wow. Na sasa shida yake imekuwaje? Amekuwa hivi ama shida yake nini ilifanyika?
The person we have here is my husband. And on the date of 2nd of September, he was going for duty. He is a reverend at Mount Kenya West parish inaitwa Karimeno. Na on his way to work, he was involved in an accident. He was riding on a motorbike.
Okay.
And he was run over by a vehicle, which by now it's not known. It was hit and run. So when the villagers heard the impact of the vehicle and the motorbike, so they headed to where the noise came from, and that's where they met the patient unconscious. They surrounded him. They could not recognize him, but as they stood there, there was ambulance which was heading from Othaya to Nyahururu. And they decided to know what is happening. So when they arrived from the ambulance, they found my husband lying covered in a pool of blood. And they asked the villagers why they did not take him to the hospital, and they said that they thought he was already dead. So the ambulance driver requested the villagers one person to volunteer to accompany the patient to Nyahururu Hospital, but they were reluctant to offer themselves to accompany him.
Okay.
But then after the ambulance driver requested the crowd to contribute some coins, so that the person who will accompany the patient to Nyahururu should get fare back.
To come back home.
Yes. so akapelekwa Nyahururu referral, and all that period from when he is on his way to work, at every junction we always communicate, and we had communicated at around 7:10 p.m. And we agreed when he arrived home, he will call back. But after 8, he had not called. So I started calling. There was no one picking the call, but around 8:37, someone picked the phone. And he told me, the owner of the phone, ameiacha kwa charging, naye motorbike imepata ka nini kidogo, naye ameenda kukunywa chai. According to how I know him, I've never heard at night he has gone to a hotel, and whenever he got a problem on his way, he could always inform me. But at that time, he had not informed. So I got worried immediately. I received the news. I went to his sister and I informed her that something is wrong. She told us we should pray. And when I came back, at around 10, I received another call. That call was from our friend, Reverend Mary. She had gotten the information from Rurudinwa, that area. So she called me and we prayed. Now we said let's check on one another the following day. So at around 1, I received another call.
1 at night.
From the co-workers, the other reverends from that zone. They had already gotten the information, and they told me that they have searched his bag and they have gotten the NHIF card, and everything was, they told me that everything is okay. Wamemwacha akiwa amelazwa, ameoshwa, na they could now recognize whoever he is. One leg was moving, then the left hand side could not move. The hand was so swollen you could not recognize him. So we were told that there is a scan which should be taken, and we were told to pay for that scan, 9,000, 3,500 for ambulance to take us to where the scan was to be taken. And we went. Now when we came back, we met the doctors and already decided him be referred to a place where there is intensive care.
The ICU now?
Yeah. So we tried Madari. Madari was full. We tried Tomotomo. Tomotomo, they said they have a bed, but before we transfer the patient there, we should pay 85,000 that same day, and then we pay 12,000 for ambulance. By that time, the reverends from that area, they had already gathered, and now we decided calling friends. And we managed to raise the money, and that's how we landed to Tomotomo.
And he was received in Tomotomo?
He was received in Tomotomo by that.
By that time, was he talking? Was he moving? Was he... How was he?
He was still in a coma. He was not talking. He was not seeing. So he was just like that. And he was taken to the ICU.
How long did he stay in the ICU?
For a month.
For a month?
Yes.
Wow. By that time, because you are saying you have been married for the past 22 years, how are you feeling by that time? Now the person that you have been married to is now in the has gotten the accident. How was it? How did you receive the news?
It was a shock because I could not understand it at all, because that first day when I saw him, I could not control myself, and it was hard for me. Even the journey in the ICU.
It is well. It is well. It is well.
It was hard because I couldn't go every day expecting that he could see me or talk to me.
You had hope for a whole month.
Yes. So I could go from 11. I see him at Sasaba. Then I wait for 4:30. I see him again. And then I leave. I could not break the news to the younger child who was in class 8. But the boy came to know the information the first day. And he was very traumatized. Especially he did not get the news from me directly. Because when we received the news, there is my cousin who is from those sides, and I called him. So he informed my other cousins, and during the information leaked to the children, and now they called the boy asking, "How is your dad?" Then the boy could say, "My dad is okay." So when I realized that he has already known, I called him. Then he said he wanted to talk to the dad who was not talking, who was not seeing. So nikamwambia it's only a minor fracture, which will be rectified very soon. So we kept on talking. Then he felt that he can hold it no more. Akakuja kwa hospitali. By the way, ako KIST, ako Kiambu Institute. So akakuja, wakati alimuona, he broke. Because but the third time he came, he could open the eyes, but could not recognize anybody. So kijana akanikemea, asking me, how could it happen and you cannot tell me that it is this much? And you told me it's just a minor fracture. So I composed him, and now he's very much okay.
Now after The ICU, that 1 month. But before the end of the 1 month, you are going to see him daily?
Daily.
And how far is from here to the hospital?
Tomotomo is far because without lunch, I was spending 740
Per day.
per day. So I could not take lunch to save for the following day.
I think God helped you through. God was with you.
Yes.
He helped you through. He helped you through. And He is still with you.
So now the bills started accumulating. And after 2 weeks, it was already over 700, or 1 million. And there is an account office just next to the ICU. So those ones, whenever you go to see the patient, they are there waiting for you, asking you, how are you arranging
To pay the bill.
to pay the bill? So in the second week, so I informed those we had gone with, and we organized the first harambee, and we raised 380.
Okay.
So tukawekelea, and we continued.
After the ICU, after 1 month, he continued to be in the hospital?
Yes.
For how long?
For another 1 month.
Another 1 month.
Yes.
Then now he was discharged.
Yes.
After now taking him to the hospital.
Now after taking him to Tomotomo, there were scans that were taken, �RMI, and the left hand was affected because now the right hand, there was a clot, a blood clot.
The right hand side of the head.
The right hand side, there was a clot. The scan showed that. So the doctor, or rather the neurosurgeon, did the first operation. And the brain was swollen too. So after operation, that bone on that part could not be replaced immediately.
Okay.
It was hidden in his stomach.
So during the operation, they removed the skull and
Yes.
replaced it in the stomach.
Yes.
To keep it still wet.
Yes.
Wow.
And arrive. And it was replaced after 1 month. Then on the second week, second week, yes, that is now the maxillofacial came and did the operation of the jaw.
So even the jaw was broken.
Yes, twice. Akawekwa, kuna chuma aliwekwa. Kwa nose kuna bado kuna some things aliwekwa. Then about now the leg, kuna chuma ziliwekwa because kidonda ilikuwa kubwa, and you could see the bones.
Okay.
And in fact, one of the fraction of the bone, from a joint to a joint, there was one which was missing, so it was replaced.
So there was a piece of the bone was missing.
Yes. It was replaced, and some kuna chuma ziliwekwa. So he is recovering well because now after 1 month, the left hand side leg started moving.
Okay.
what is remaining is the eye could not focus well on the left hand side and the hand.
Now, how has been life here at home since he came from the hospital?
It is not simple because okay, when I went for his discharge, I had to plead with the hospital to allow me to go with him, though I had not cleared the bill. It was remaining around 387, 244. And I had to write a comment letter that maybe within a month I will clear the 387. But there was some money somewhere, 140,000. So I told them after, by the following day, because it was not the following day, but that it was on Friday. That's when he was discharged. So I told them by Monday, nitapeleka the 140. So zikambaki 247, 244. So I thought when I come here, the committee which was helping me to do the harambe, they will come back and we plan how we are going to clear the 247. Since then they have never come. Now here at the home, it is you wake up in the morning, you prepare uji for him, then when you have some bowls by around 11, unampatia kasupu, alafu saa samba unampatia chakula, saa samba saa 8. So saa 9 unampatia matunda na saa 10 anakunywa uji tena. So from there anangojea sapa.
Okay.
Now shinda ni kwamba he is on pampers. He cannot walk. He cannot stand. So it is in his hearing process, he is understanding some commands. So ukimwambia tufanye hivi, ananisaidia. And that's how it has been. There is a nurse who comes to dress the wound.
Okay.
After every 3 days. So his upkeep is a bit tedious. When I was leaving the hospital, they had advised I look for a home-based care. I've talked to different people. The much they're asking for is 40,000 per month. So remembering that I have a 247, which is not good. Around 40 for daktari wa kumuona. So nikajitolea tu.
So in the process here kutafuta how to get the help and everything, how did you get to know about Optiven?
About Optiven, when we were discharged, or before you were discharged, there is a person by name Felix, and we were talking with him, asking how we can get a wheelchair. And he came to talk with Monene of Optiven.
Yes.
And realized that he has a wheelchair. So they organized. And today, though I've not seen it, I know the wheelchair has come from the Optiven.
Optiven tunamuita James Proti. Tunamuita James Proti yuko Optiven. So yeye ndiye aliongeleshwa. Akasema sasa tunaweza tumefika hapa.
Okay.
So how do you feel? kutuona tumefika hapa and now we have come with the wheelchair?
What is making me happy is, okay, since we came, I think you are the first visitors.
Since you came from the hospital?
Yes.
How long have it been? How many months?
We left the hospital on third this month.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm very happy knowing that now at least my husband can get fresh air through the after akikarishwa kwa wheelchair tuende nje, anaona atmosphere nje, anaona kuku huko, anaona his cows, lakini akiwa indo
ajui nini inaendelea.
Ajui nini kinaendelea.
Wow.
So I'm very happy.
Nice. Na sasa ungetaka kuambia nini mtu mwenye anaweza kuwa na condition kama hii? Because amekuwa your husband for 22 years.
Yes.
Na hajakuwa hivi since then. Na umechukua hatua ya kwamba unatafuta mpaka usaidizi kutoka nje. Unaweza ambia mtu nini mwenye maybe they have got someone they are looking for it and maybe they are not getting help. Unaweza ambia watu nini?
When I was going to hospital, there were, okay, I became friendly to some nurses, and they could tell me that once an accident happens, in most cases, the family break. Because one person do not want to take the responsibility. What made me to feel that he is part of me, and I imagined if myself I get the accident, I will also require some care. So I put myself in his shoes, and I said, because we said during worst times and the bumper times we shall be together.
When you're making the vows during the wedding.
Yes. So I decided to move on with him, to help him the more I can. Yes. So
the advice you can give to someone out there, mwenye maybe akona mtu ana take care for them, what encouragement can you give, or what word can you give?
I will just encourage them. For one, they have to trust in God for guidance. Because when you do this work, feeling that you are the one who is doing it, kuna wakati utafika na ulemewe. But when you ask God for guidance, He will always be your strength. He will always be with you. And we should put ourselves in those who are sick. Because no one asked for sickness, but they just happened.
Sure.
This accident just happened. And it could also happen to me.
Yes.
Or it can also happen to someone else. So we should put ourselves in those shoes and know that God knows us. And every trial, it comes to sharpen us and to give us hope. And it is just an examination. We always do examination so that we may pass. And this is an examination that God has brought, and surely I'm going to pass.
You'll pass.
So even them, if they put themselves in God's hands, there is nothing hard. Okay, sometimes one feels, you ask yourself so many questions, but God gives strength.
And God gives strength. Now, as now we got to see the wheelchair, ile wheelchair tumekuja nayo. Every day, ukilala ukiamka, when you think about him, what is that one thing yenye unafanyanga, unafikiria, you wish about him? What is that one thing?
Okay, when he is like this, I'm not comfortable because he is the laughter of this home. And even the children themselves, they are saying, Dad, tunataka kucheza na wewe. So tunakungojea. And the chapters he give us, the encouragement, we are actually missing those moments. And we are trusting God. It's very soon. He is going to resume his strength. And everything else will work as normal. Right now, I'm supposed to be at job. So if when he resumes, I'll be comfortable with my job. Because now I'm torn between the two.
You can't leave him because of job, and you still need to work to get something. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for your time, also for that story, for that journey. You have walked us through the journey. And one thing we just pray is God will touch him. You have told us that he is a man of God. Yes. He is a reverend. His record has been there for years. And because of that, even the villagers around, they know him like a reverend. And because of that, because of the work that he has been doing for God, God will reward him. And you will touch him. Soon and very soon, you will get a testimony that he is working, he can do his duties. Just keep on doing what you're doing. I can only encourage you that keep on trusting in God, the same way you've been trusting in God. Na pia ujue, you're not alone. Tumetoka all the way from Nairobi just to come be with you. Amen. We are part of you. We are part of this family.
Yeah, so we are so grateful. Tumeleta pia sabuni, tumeleta vitu zingine hapo. Zote ni za kwa hii familia. Muendelee kubarikiwa.
And mtabarikiwa pia. As you say of the testimony. The first testimony came when he opened the eyes.
Amen.
And he talked. Though he was not talking comprehensively, at least to hear just a word. And then feeding from his mouth, not the nostrils, because he was feeding from the nostrils. So I've seen miracles. And I'm waiting for another miracle of him walking and returning to preach the gospel. Yes.
Tunaambia asante also to our partners wenye wamesimama na sisi kutuwezesha kupata finances ya kupurchase such wheelchairs. We really want to say thank you so much because you've left a blessing in this family. And this is our calling. So the next one, we are going to another family to just put a smile on people's faces because that is what we are meant to do as Optiven Foundation. So otherwise, kusema asante, kwaheri our people in the next family. Thank you so much and be blessed.
And still you pass our gratitude to James Prout.
We will.
He has been also a blessing to us and even to another place. He has been helping us somewhere.
Amen.
So, abarikiwe.
Amen. James Plot, umesikia habari yako? Ubarikiwe. We are here together as Optiven Foundation.
Amen.
Be blessed.
Amen.
And we love you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.